Hello and welcome to Super Bowl Game Picks. Unfortunately, Joey couldn't be with us. He's still held up at his hometown. But we got me and Chris, and
Let's
guys,
go.
we got a special one for you guys today, and it's gonna be fun. And yes, we're coming out with this day of Super Bowl. So, damn,
Super
the
Bowl
camera,
Sunday.
the camera just turned off. Fuck. I had a feeling it was coming too, bro. I was gonna get off of it. I was like,
You don't have to
it'll be
mention
straight.
Joey being held up or anything.
Yeah, I'll just say he couldn't make it.
Is it on?
Thanks.
Just say Chris and I today.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't even have to.
I got you.
mention it. Fuck that game.
All right. Ready? All good.
Yeah.
Are you hiding the clock?
Oh,
Hide it. No, hide it. Hide it. Like, yeah. Like, have it on hand. I want you to bring it out. You know?
Gotcha.
All right. All right, we're rolling. So, oh, my bad. In 3, 2. Hello and welcome to Super Bowl Game Picks. And guys, it's been quite the season. Long ride. And we're at the very end.
Sad.
It's very sad.
Went fast.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Joey can't make it to be here with us today. But we do have his picks. But, yeah, it's just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Come
Super Bowl Sunday.
There we go.
Let's get it.
So, Chris, you have something to say?
Well, outside of that, it's Super Bowl Sunday. It's going to be a great game, of course. Looking forward to it. I think it's going to be high scoring. More important
Yeah.
news, though,
What's the news?
Chicago Bears. They're on the clock.
Here we go.
They're on the clock.
You know what time it is.
You know what time it is. Chicago Bears fans, here we go. We're going to have an exciting off season.
Yes,
and,
sir.
we got Phillies. We're looking at what Philly's doing right now. Athletic quarterback. We got the game plan.
Hey, the blueprint's there.
Bears in the Super Bowl next 2 years. Watch out.
Ooh, bold saying here.
Prediction.
Well, then they would be playing the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
You know you want to see it. You know you had a great time last time you saw the Dolphins and Bears play.
It was a great game, and it was probably like the warmest weekend left in that year too. So,
it was incredibly hot. Like we were so
Yeah.
prepared for it to be cold, windy, and all that stuff.
It's like 75 is awesome. It's beautiful.
Oh my! I was like layered up. I was just like, man, I low key hate my life right now because like I was layered up, prepared for the cold, and then it was anything but that. Sun
Yeah.
was out. Anyways, yeah, Dolphins, big offseason ahead for them. But I think there's a good chance that Dolphins, one, make some moves, two, just try to extend the ability of their quarterback. This guy, number uno, practicing judo. Ooh, you didn't think I could do that, huh?
Eh.
And then also I want to shout out Chris. Came back from New York with a little bobblehead
Nice.
with the Statue of Liberty. Nice.
Nice.
All right, but let's get to the game at hand. And Chris, who do we have?
Ooh, great game here. Top two teams all year. Kansas City Chiefs at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Don't get that
technically.
twisted. Yep.
Technically.
NFC team is the host team.
NFC team hosting. Love to see it because I'm an NFC guy. AFC is usually the host, in my opinion, a lot of times.
11
but-
Super Bowls in Miami gives you a pass on that one.
Yeah, so anyways, looking forward to this game a lot. The Kansas City Chiefs at the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, man, these two teams have been hot all year. Really
Yes,
good.
sir.
16-3 right now, same record. And if you look at any stat category, like team-wise, they're both scattered throughout all of the categories.
But there was like a few that they were like a dead tie for, and they were in first place for both of those.
Exactly.
And like all those type of things. It was like points scored, just like record and like the MVP player for the team. Like if people would say it's their starting quarterback, they
Right.
both have Kelsey brothers. I mean, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. We also talked about it when we did the conference picks. Like, okay, it's the Reed Bowl, it's the Kelsey Bowl. Like,
Right.
there's a lot of storylines here, which is pretty fun to go with.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be I think it's going to be high scoring, but I think it's also going to be like a really good defensive game somehow at the same time.
Mhm.
Like, I think the offenses are going to overcome the defenses at times, but there's going to be drives where you just see like possibly 2 or 3 sacks on that same drive because both of these teams get after the quarterback. And that's what I'm a little bit concerned about because I'm picking the Chiefs. But if the Eagles get after Patrick Mahomes like the Buccaneers did a couple Super Bowls ago, the Chiefs will not win this game.
No chance.
No chance.
No
On
chance.
that ankle especially.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's 100% healthy, and I don't think if he's running for his life on every play like he was against the Buccaneers, he won't be able to do it. But hopefully they're able to keep him in the pocket. He's able to get the ball out fast, make some quick plays to some of the playmakers. We're going to talk about props. I have an interesting one that I think is going to be an interesting connection in this game. But, yeah, that's my prediction initially. What do you have to say about that so far?
I'm against you on that. I'm going to go with the Eagles.
All right.
Now, stay tuned, guys. We have some cool stuff with props coming up soon. So I know you guys probably see our picks and you're like, let's get out of here. But stick around. You might win some money because of this. But, yeah, I'm going with the Eagles. They've been the most dominant team in the entire NFL all season long. And why does it have to end in the Super Bowl? And I got it. Hurts is also banged up. You know, he has a messed up shoulder. But I think there's, like you alluded to, there's a little bit more to it than they led on to. But luckily it's not his throwing shoulder, so it's not really affecting his throwing. But it's definitely like he's grimacing. He's not 100%. You can tell. So with that being said, the Eagles' defense, I think, is miles better than the Chiefs' defense. And it's no slight to them. I think it's because their secondary is pretty much all rookies. If they have a little bit of guys with more experience here, I think you can probably make the case that the Chiefs have the better defense. But this Eagles team all around stacked with veterans, young guys. Like Nakobe Dean, stud linebacker, barely even gets any plays in because the team is so good. Like, in the future is going to be bright for Philadelphia, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And, I mean, that triple head monster that they have with Jalen Hurts, you could probably say quadruple head because I think you can put Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, and possibly Miles Sanders in there. Don't forget Dallas Goedert. I mean, this Eagles team, I think, are world beaters, and you're facing a team like the Chiefs that have Mahomes, who's probably going to be the next guy at quarterback. You definitely got to have some things.
Huh? He already is that
I'm
guy,
saying,
bro.
but like he is what is going to be now the new Tom Brady. Like, he's going to be the guy always in the Super Bowl, always winning. You know, when you associate with winning and a quarterback, it's going to be now Patrick Mahomes. Because, I mean, amazing since he's came out.
But don't sleep on the Chiefs, though. They got a lot of studs on defense, too. I mean, if you just look at Frank Clark and Chris Jones,
yeah.
Beast.
Yeah. And their rookie, he's been coming along pretty well as of late. Their pass rusher, the guy from Purdue.
Oh, Kalaitis?
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, there's no slight towards the Chiefs. I think both teams are tremendous. They're here for a reason. Like, they're both the number one seeds in their conferences for a reason. So there's no doubt in that aspect. Let's talk about some gambling stuff. Philadelphia is favored, -1.5 on the spread, -125 on the money line. Over/under set at 51. You alluded earlier, it's going to be a high-scoring game. Does it get over 51 combined points?
51 combined, so that would be like
25
let's say 25
plus each.
26.
Yeah.
So we're saying, you know, if a team scores 30, that'd be pretty easy to probably obtain. So I would say yeah. I would say over.
I'm with you, but like it's so scary because like we've both been saying, like good offenses, good defenses, right? And you know the saying, defense wins championships. And I think it's going to be tough. I'm going to go with you on the over, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be, like, right there on the head. Like, it's going to be close. Like, one team's going to probably have 30 and the other is going to have, like, 20-something.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, but they set this league up for offense.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's going to be a high-scoring game because I think that's what fans want to see.
Mm-hmm.
That'll help the, ratings. Not that the Super Bowl needs help, but I think that's what fans want to see. And there's so many weapons on both sides of the ball that I think they'll get that pretty easily.
We'll get to the weapons in a sec. We're gonna get also into some props. What are you more excited for? Is it food, football, commercials, or halftime?
All right. Wow. Okay.
I
Jeez.
threw a lot at you
Oh yeah,
out of
man.
nowhere too.
Okay.
Huh?
Like, cause I started thinking about the first three like right away, and then the next two just hit me, and I was like, oh wow, wait, hold on. Well, you hyped up the food a lot, so food's got to be up there. I don't know. I'm always I watch. I try to watch every play of the game,
Mhm.
so I'll probably rank it. I'll rank it game, food, halftime commercials.
Okay. All right. Mine definitely. You gotta put food up there. Like,
First?
yeah, the food. The Super Bowl food is always good. Like people always bringing the crazy shit. My aunt brings like a nice like little dip that I love. I absolutely love. So I'll tear that one up real quick. I might tell her to bring me like a set, like just for me for myself.
Whole pan.
No. Yeah. Definitely. Food, football. The commercials are hit or miss. So like if the commercials are good, I'll put the commercials over the halftime. But if the commercials aren't that good, then I'll definitely put
It's
halftime over
Rihanna,
it.
though.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It's been worse. I know.
Facts.
It could
Facts.
change. You know
Facts.
what I mean?
But like sometimes, dude, the commercials are hilarious.
Yeah.
And like my grandma loves watching the commercials, so I'll be watching them with her. But
Nice.
yeah. But if they're not hitting, then the halftime show will definitely be. And like that's another thing. Like it's performance based, right? So I'm saying the commercials performance based, halftime is gonna be performance based, and I think halftime is gonna be awesome. So,
yeah.
so
Question is,
there we go.
when are we gonna use the restroom? during
Before
halftime,
before
during
and
commercial,
after. Before and after.
or
I
during
think
the game?
I think I might have to put on a diaper and
There's
just
no way,
call
dude.
it a night.
I know you, man.
All right. This is not one of the prop bets, but first song.
First song by Rihanna.
Yes.
I forget what I picked at work.
Okay,
I
I'll tell you what I picked. I picked Diamonds.
I think I picked Diamonds as well.
Yeah.
Have to,
I just
right?
envision Rihanna coming off
Shine bright
from like
diamond.
some part of like the stadium just coming down, spotlight on her, shiny ass dress or whatever.
I can't wait.
And she's
dude.
like shine bright
Oh,
like a
man.
diamond. But you also got to think about like okay, there has to be hills and valleys in this, right? So you want to start off hot. I don't think Diamonds is that song to come out hot to. But it's a nice soothing song to be like
No,
in the
it's
way
like
I'm
to
thinking
hype
that she's
it
gonna come
up,
out.
and
Facts.
then she brings you up. She starts slow, bro, and then she brings you up.
And then brings it back down.
Nah,
And then we finish, like,
we just
super.
stay up.
Oh,
She's
oh.
got so many bangers. She's
I know.
got rifles through them probably
Yeah.
after that.
I think No
Or,
Chance it's Umbrella. No
you
chance.
know what a sleeper I think
What's
is?
up?
What if she starts off with that song from Wakanda or
Ooh.
from Black Panther?
Maybe. Wakanda
Imagine.
Forever, baby.
Have you seen it?
I've seen the movie. I just haven't heard the album as much.
Dude, the song is a pretty good song.
All right, we'll listen to it on the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
That'd be crazy if she started off with that. Maybe a nice little tribute to Chadwick Boseman. Never know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Facts. No, you definitely gotta throw that in there. One thing is, does she bring anyone out?
I think she might bring out Giselle and have her sing "Unfaithful" to Tom Brady.
I don't know, man.
I don't wanna do this anymore.
I would really hope that she
Or
brings
other
out.
way around.
Huh?
Other way around.
Tom Brady. Oh God. I think I want to see her bring out Drake, but I don't think it's gonna be a thing.
That would be cool. I don't know. Like I was.
I think Drake
trying to
would be definitely one of those type of guys that would be like, no, like I will be headlining the Super Bowl. Then you
Yeah.
come.
Like I was trying to think like who would she bring? Maybe her husband.
ASAP?
Yeah.
I don't know if they have songs together. They probably have like a song or two together, but that's like about it.
Yeah.
And I don't
Plus,
think
like
it's
I don't
anything
think
crazy.
like not that they probably don't vibe well, but I feel like he's not like a Super Bowl halftime
Yeah.
guy.
On top of
I
that,
don't
who
know.
will be taking care of the
I
kid?
like
They have a
A$AP,
kid.
though. I mean, I'm sure they could find a sitter.
Okay, now let's get into these prop bets finally. All right, so we're gonna go in order of the game. So first and foremost, coin toss. Me and Chris have already gone through these, so there's some that we agree on, some we don't. But
Tails never fails.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tails never fails.
Can't
That's why we're
stray
gonna
from
go
it.
with coin toss result. Tails minus 102. If you go heads, you are oblivious. Next, we have first touchdown score. I'll lead this one off. We have AJ Brown plus 675. It's a little bit of a safer pick than the one you went with, but I'll let you introduce your pick to the crowd.
Yeah, yours isn't bad. I thought initially when you told me, I thought it'd be a lot less.
Mhm.
Worse odds basically, but I went with Kadarius Toney.
Here we go.
There's a lot of, I wouldn't say question marks necessarily at wide receiver, but who knows who's going to suit up. McCole Hardman, I think's wife went into labor this morning early, so
Dude.
I don't think he's going to be there.
Who-
He's been questionable anyways, but
Was it Van Jefferson for the Rams last year that his wife was giving birth during the Super Bowl? They ended up naming the kid Champ because they won,
yeah.
which is pretty cool.
That's kind of cool, actually. I
Yeah.
didn't know they named him that.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Everybody will probably pick Travis Kelce. This is a little curveball.
Oh, for sure. No, and with these, you kind of want to go outside the box, and you don't really want to parlay the first touchdown score. You can parlay a touchdown score. That's easy.
Yeah.
But when it comes to first touchdown score, you kind of want to take a shot and maximize your money. Obviously, when you include that with a parlay, then you're ultimately maximizing your money. But at the end of the day, it's such a big risk because it's literally one thing or the other. You either get it or you don't, and it is what it is. We'll move on to the next one. This is also scoring related. Will there be a 2-point attemption?
I love this.
This is a hard yes.
Yes.
Super Bowl, end of the season, you have no choice.
You have to.
And
they both love the trickery type stuff, you know? And we saw what the Eagles did that one Super Bowl, right?
hey, Philly, baby.
Philly, different coach.
Yeah, it wasn't a 2-point conversion. It was actually a touchdown, but still, it was short distance. You make a crazy play. Here we go.
Here we go.
But it's plus 110. How you feeling about that one?
Good. I like it.
Yeah.
I like that bet.
Okay.
I think it's a cool, fun bet.
This is one of my favorite ones. This is Philadelphia Eagles total sacks recorded in game over under at 3. You over or you under?
I never like taking anything that's at a even number.
Yeah, because
2,
you can
3.
either push or
Yeah,
hit.
because I don't want to push. I want to win or lose. But I like it. I think they probably do get after Patrick Mahomes. And 3 is pretty doable. 4, I wouldn't be surprised either.
Yeah. So
Decent.
this has been the best pass rush ever since. Can you tell me who? Which team?
Chicago Bears.
Yes, sir. Since the non-Super Bowl year and the Super Bowl year, Bears. This has been the best sacking team in the NFL.
I thought it was the 85 Bears, and then when we made it to the Super Bowl against Indy.
Yeah, which was 83.
No, 80 was 85, and then 2006.
No.
Bears.
No, 2006 was just
Oh,
below.
then it was 84 and then 85. It was back-to-back
Yeah.
years. Yeah. That's
And
what
the
it
84 year, which wasn't the Super Bowl
Yeah.
year, was a better year,
Yeah,
which is insane to say. Because
Yeah.
they were saying you guys were one of the best teams. I'm like, they weren't better than the previous year, you know?
But
All right,
what
I'll
a
stick.
time.
All right.
These years, baby.
Who is your Super Bowl MVP?
Well, I went safe. I went with the gut. I went with my instinct. I went with what I think will probably happen, based along with my pick to win the Super Bowl. So I took Patrick Mahomes. I think you gotta. No one else is gonna win. If the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, he's gonna win it most likely. And I think he'll probably win the NFL MVP too here soon. I don't know.
No, he won it. He won it.
He
It was
won
on
it?
Friday, yeah.
Was it on Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, then here we
Hey,
are.
breaking news.
Breaking news to everybody. Patrick Mahomes MVP. And now he'll win the Super Bowl MVP too.
Yeah. So that is a pretty safe pick, not going to lie. Not trashing you for it. I think anyone with common sense would go with that pick, especially if they're riding the Chiefs wave. Me, on the other hand, I'm riding the Eagles wave. And like that previous prop, which was over-under on the sacks, 3 sacks.
So you're going to take a defensive player?
Yeah. And it's going to be the first defensive player in a while. Can you guess who it is before I reveal it?
I can't think of his Von Miller.
No. Von Miller plays for the Bills. You're saying yeah, Von Miller was, I think, the last defensive one.
That's what I thought you were asking.
Yeah, no, okay, but who am I picking on the defense?
In this game? Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I alluded to a hint, so it's definitely a defensive lineman because they're getting sacks.
Well, if you're taking a defensive lineman, then you got to go with probably Hassan Reddick. Or
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
We have a winner. Yes, Hassan Reddick plus, can you guys, you already probably saw it, but 3,500.
Oh, wow.
So it's a big one. Nice big fish right here.
It's got to be like him or Dexter Graham, right?
Him, Fletcher Cox, and
True.
Hargraves you can probably put in there, but I think Hassan Reddick has been leading this unit all season long.
He's a beast.
And if the prop bet beforehand was right with the 3 sacks, over 3 sacks, I mean, he's going to have probably one or two at least, and he's going to be a big impact on the team. He's been a big impact for them all season long, and I expect him to continue that in this game. But, hey, those are all the props for this. We went in order from start to finish. Some things we didn't get odds on were, length of the American national anthem.
Yeah, we gotta find those.
Yeah, if we ever get those, I'd probably go over. You always want to hit the over on the anthem. It's very hard to say go under. It's a big game. People are gonna carry out their, So
Who's singing it?
No idea.
I thought it was I thought I heard for some reason it was a country singer, and if that's the case, give me the over.
Yeah. But that pretty much wraps it up. We touched on a lot of things today, guys. But
What a year.
aside from the game, we touched on a lot of things. Everything involving the game, not involving the game. Some final things, maybe if you guys want to hear about our teams, is I think both of our teams are in a position to have successful futures. Chris, especially, he has the number 1 overall pick. He's on the clock.
We are. I'm excited. Potentially might see former Bears player win today, and Robert Quinn. Hopefully he gets some playing time.
He's part of that defensive line, yeah.
Yeah, so you never know. It'd be nice to see him, get some action and do well today, because he did help us out a lot and was a great player for us. Had a ton of sacks. So
yeah.
Dude was a beast. But yeah, we're on the clock. Hopefully we're set up for success. We're bringing a lot of winners into the building, I think, management-wise. Coaching-wise, I'm not sold yet. Hopefully they prove themselves this year. We make some moves. I'd like to trade this pick, potentially maybe to the Dolphins if Tua is out. Who knows?
Shot.
Who knows?
We're the judo champs.
Who knows? Yeah, hopefully we see a full year of Tua, though, next year. That'd be a lot of fun to really actually be able to tell you if he's trash or not for sure. Cause
not possible.
Cause we can't judge him.
You can't give him a fair evaluation, yeah.
And he's looked really good at times too, so you never know. But we'll see.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, I feel like the future is bright. Brandon Graham on Instagram Live during the media days was basically talking to someone, and they were talking about the Dolphins. And he was like, yeah, when we did the joint training camp, we were both talking shit to each other, saying yeah, we're gonna meet again in the Super Bowl, which is a little crazy. The Eagles actually made it, Dolphins didn't. And Brandon Graham made an actual decent statement. He's like, Tua couldn't hold up, which sucks. Definitely don't want your quarterback to be the reason you don't make it there, good or bad. If Tua doesn't perform, sure. He didn't perform, blank. But if he's unable to play, then that's a whole different story. So,
what kind of contract is Bridgewater on?
I don't know if he's a free agent. Off the top of my head, I can't remember if he's going to be a free agent this offseason or if he'll be a free agent next offseason. I believe he's a free agent this offseason because there is talks about, getting to a serious backup QB.
That's what my thought process was, yeah.
Could make a move for Derek Carr.
Nah. I think he's
Screw over the Jets. We should drive up the price on the Jets. That's all I'm going to say.
I think he's going to the Saints, no?
Yeah, he did do an interview with the Saints, so could end up there.
Yeah, I'm sad the season's over. I like talking football at work, especially, and covering it at work. So, but there'll be a lot of off-season things I think going on this year. And
you thought last season was a big off-season? I don't think this one will be as big, but it's definitely going to be very close.
I think progressively the last couple of years it just has gotten crazier and crazier, bigger every year. Perhaps maybe for ratings, perhaps just because more player empowerment, mixture of both.
Yeah, I think it's definitely that,
turning
the player empowerment.
Turning it more into a soap opera type vibe.
The scripts are written? Is the script already written for the Super Bowl and the offseason or what?
I don't think so, because I think Philly said, what did they rewrite the scripts or change the script?
That, and I pointed out to you, they have a YouTube series about their season, and it's titled Unscripted.
Yeah, that's kind of funny, too.
Which, hey, what are we doing here, Philly?
But, yeah, I still think there'll be a lot to talk about outside of the year. Do you want to go over our finishing records?
Oh, yes. We didn't go over the leaderboards. I really appreciate you reminding me. Good call. All right, before we do anything else, we have DJ going with the Eagles. We have Eddie going with the Chiefs. Joey going with the Eagles. Can you guess what team Steve is going for without looking?
The Eagles.
Yeah. Hey, I'm following my guy to the hole. I'm finishing the game off of him. I'm gonna refresh
Wow.
it, see if Mark and Matt picked. Matt told me his heart tells him the
Eagles.
Chiefs, but his gut is telling him Eagles, or vice versa. I'll script it out. But why don't you lead us off with the leaderboard?
Well, top two. Congratulations to the NFL Game Picker founder. Steve is first. Let's just say that 1st and foremost. Went 2-0 last week. Going with the Eagles this week. See if he finishes with a win. He went 188-95 on the year. That is pretty freaking good. That's pretty much double wins compared to losses. Eddie's not far behind, 10 behind him. He went 1-1 last week, 178-105. Then shortly behind him is.
Hey, how you guys doing? I went 176-107 on the season. 1-1 last week and last picks in the conference championship, and definitely put a damper in my sail. But I believe Eddie is going with the Chiefs, so it won't really help me because I'll still be 2 games behind him, even at the time of recording. So it is what it is. Third place ain't that bad.
Pretty good.
And it's a good year. It's a good year. But we have Matt, who went 0-2 in the championship round. Poor guy. But he was trying to make up some ground. It is what it is. 172, 111. And then we got big dog right here.
Oh, yeah. Kind of a disappointing year for me. Some highs, some lows, some good weeks, some bad weeks.
You're 10 away from second place, so it's not horrible.
Not horrible. I went 2-0 the last week. I started making a comeback towards the end of the year. I had a pretty good run, and then week 20 I went 1-3, so 2 weeks ago, and that kind of shot me out of any contention of moving up at all. But I'm finishing the year at 168, 115. Hopefully I get a win today and get 169.
Ayo.
Ew. And finish out the year on a high note. We got the boy Joe behind us. Shout out to the cheese over there, filling his spot.
Cheesehead.
Crickets. He went 0-2 last week, as did Mark, as did DJ, who round out the bottom.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. We cannot mention your records because
it's all good. Go to NFLGamePicker.com and look at the leaderboard if you're interested.
On top of that, we also have Mark's pick. So Mark was the one that was telling me his brain says Eagles, his heart tells him Chiefs. So I want to know what his gut is. So Mark, if you're watching this, let us know what your gut is. I think your gut is the one you're going to go with, and I think it's more than likely going to be the Eagles. Because if you say your brain goes straight to your gut. Your heart doesn't go to your gut. So
all right.
It is what it is.
There we have it.
And, Matt, breaking news, Matt is going with. He says he's riding with 15, even though I think it's going to be a blowout by the Eagles. What is with all the contradicting answers, huh?
So he's going where?
He's riding with 15, so he thinks the Chiefs are going to win, but he also mentally thinks the Eagles are going to blow him out, which
so
it's one or the other.
Lose,
yeah, it's one or the other.
All
I don't know.
man.
Well, I'm going to see this guy tonight. I'm going to call him out on it.
Yeah, all right, sweet. Can't wait.
But that pretty much wraps it up. It was quite the ride. Glad you guys were along with it, for us with it. New stuff coming next year, so just stay tuned for that. We may do some things during the off season. Who knows? How you feel about that?
Yeah.
Just a little slight stuff.
Got to.
Like a draft reacts, even though Dolphins don't even have a pick.
Not yet. Never know. Never know, man.
Yeah, some off-season stuff. We'll try to do some small stuff here and there, but we will be in full force next season for the game picks 100%.
Will Aaron Rodgers retire?
Will he be a New York Jet?
Jeez.
These are things that we're gonna be looking towards in the off season, and we'll definitely try to make some content for you guys. But appreciate you guys for this whole ride. It's been a great one, and we'll see you guys next year. Peace.